Good morning, everyone. So we got the Community Cup tournament this week, and a new ball as well, the Carnival Ball, with Wind Resistance 5, Side Spin 2, and Power 1. So, same ball as the Eyeball, same ball as the Bandera Ball. Really good ball for Master tournaments, and probably also has some really good uses in Expert tournaments as well. Definitely highly recommended for Master tournaments, but can definitely save you some shots in Expert as well, so definitely worth getting a few if you're willing to spend a little bit of money for them. I'm going to go Apocalypse Bag, Quarterback Bag, and Extra Mile Bag. And all three of them have Thorn, so let's see. So hole 1 is the Short Meadow Castle par 4. Can we reach the green? No. So I'm just gonna blast it as far as I can up here. And hopefully be in Thorn dunk range. That may be pretty close. I'd love to be right at Min Thorn. Looks like we're a little too close though, so I may try to dial that in throughout the week and try to get to where I can get to Min Thorn, which is just 4 per ring, so real easy dunk if that's where we are. Here's one of those new balls. Be interesting to see if he can outdrive us. Probably can. 356 and oh yeah, by 15 yards. Perfect. So it's not quite going to be 4 per ring. So instead of 2.5 rings, I'm going to go a little bit more. But not much more because it's uphill. Ooh, no, too much. So, yeah, that looks like a pretty good adjustment. It's just to go the regular 4 per ring. Maybe even a little bit less because it's so uphill. Looks like 2 rings would have been pretty good there, so definitely something I'll keep in mind. I think we could have gotten even a little bit farther up there as well, so I'm thinking with a Pak 5, full Pak 5 topspin, a Kingmaker, and then maybe 5 per ring on the dunk, so definitely be my starting point. So definitely want to get that one, so I'll use this as a practice round and try to get that one tomorrow. Hole 2. I remember from Pro that I needed Guardian. So try not to make that mistake again. So I think most people jokingly voted Meadow Castle in, but as it turns out, in Expert and Master, these holes are actually pretty decent holes. Since, as you can see, the tees are a lot farther back than the rookie tees. So, let's go 2 side spin. Ooh, no. About half a bar of side spin. A little bit behind the hole. And then I'm going to try basically a max ring adjustment, which would be about 9 rings. We'll see if that's far enough or not. We may not make it past the hole. Nope. So, need to start my adjustment a little bit farther back there. I don't think, man, I don't know that I would try the rough bump on this hole. It's just such a small strip of rough. Oh, you can't. You'd have to use like a wind 0 or a power 0 ball to even try the rough bump. So I think the Guardian shot's really the only shot. You could honestly use a sniper in Expert because it's a headwind, so definitely something I'll keep in mind. Okay, hole 3. Oh, this guy. So we'll create a little bit different bag for this guy, because the big topper seems to be in play on this hole quite often in Expert tournaments, so we'll see. I'm loving the wins so far this tournament in Expert and Master, though. I love the headwinds. I love a challenge. Like, these last, pretty much since Clans came out, these tournaments have been frustrating just because they've been so easy, but finally gave us a good challenge on this one, so I'm pretty happy about that. Big topper, berserker. It's gonna be, may not be full overpower, but it's gonna be close. So I'm gonna try 4 rings. Kind of a weird adjustment, I know. One great ball to the left should be okay. Whoa. Perfect. So it seems like seemed like an over adjustment just because the wind should have pushed us back towards the middle, so I'm not sure if I over adjusted it or need just a little bit more curl, but definitely happy with the result. Had kind of a glitchy release. Thought I released it pretty good. So hopefully we have the rapier on. That'll make this next shot automatic pretty much. It's Endbringer, I want to work for it a little bit. So there's Max Club. There's 50% of Max Club. Be about 25%. Maybe just a little bit more. So 25% of 10 is 2.5. Then at 1.25 per ring, this will be about 2 rings. I'll go a little bit more. So something like that. And no reason that shouldn't go in. So nice albatross there. Definitely seems with that tailwind, as long as you can get pretty close to your perfect ball, one great either way. You should have a chance for albatross in this hole quite often, so definitely gonna be one you're gonna want to get at least once on the weekend round, I think. You can also make albatross with the layup shot, kind of like our opponent did, but just much less likely. As you can see, my shot just came down to hitting perfect ball, so. Okay, hole 4. See what the wind looks like. If I had to guess, I would guess it's probably a headwind. Just based on everything else I've seen so far, an expert and master, so. Nope. So there's like a weird hill right around here. There it is. So I'm gonna try to land on this side of the hill. Try 6 backspin, 5 backspin. Same as I did in pro. And then I'm gonna go 10.5 rings. I went 10% extra in pro and it just wasn't quite enough, so that should be closer to, so maybe 10% more is enough. I used a little bit of ball guide offset there, so possibly putting it straight through the hole, 10% extra maybe on the money. So, not much to that hole. It's all about just making tiny adjustments and getting really dialed in on it. I would watch out for that little hill, that little bump in the fairway though. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what ball we need here. Depends on the wind. Oh, straight side wind. Oh boy. So this ball's basically the same as a Titan. Let's try 4 topspin. I'm gonna adjust about I don't know if I'll quite go 20% extra, but pretty close. Oh. Oh, I got lucky. Four topspin seems to be pretty close though, so that was the one good thing about that shot. Definitely looks like you need max overpower with even with Apocalypse 5, because you're aiming at a lower level. You're aiming kind of in the water, so it lowers the trajectory of your club. So it's actually not going to fly as far. So you really do need to max overpower, because I guess basically what I'm trying to say is the ball's not going to fly as far as it shows. Golly. You almost need to use a berserker. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So 50% of max club, 25%. It's probably pretty close to 40%. So 4 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour, or 3 rings is 3.75. Let's go ahead and go 4 rings. That's 5 miles an hour. It is a side wind, so maybe that'll still be alright. Yep. So, even a little bit of over adjustment for the straight side wind. Yeah, I'm just really unlucky for our opponent there. It was a replay, but went max overpower on the drive and didn't even make it to the green, or didn't even make it to that first fairway, so. So, 6. Should just need a sniper here, I think. Let's try full backspin, 4 left spin. I think I'm going to do the same thing I did in Pro. So, I'm going to line it up on that edge of that fringe. I'm just going to try 1 to 1, so let's try 9 rings. Just need a starting point, really. See how this works out, and then adjust from there going forward. Not quite enough. So, either a little less backspin, or start my aiming point just a little bit farther. So, not much to that hole. We just played this hole, what, 2 tournaments ago? Hole 7. Be interesting to see if they give a straight tailwind on this one. If so, it's definitely an opportunity for a full overpower berserker shot. And it is. So I think you could make a hook shot out of this. I think I'm just going to try the full overpower shot though, see if I can make that work. Ooh. That was a waste of a perfectly good ball. So let's see. Man, I don't know if that's enough or not. To reach the green, it should get pretty close. So I'm going to start by aiming basically at the edge of this fairway, rough over here. Just because the ball is going to fly so much farther and have so much curl on it. Oh my god. Well, that was a waste. I would have gotten pretty close to the green. Yeah, it would have gotten pretty close. So, just don't hit good ball there. I think that's a pretty decent aiming point. Maybe need to aim a little bit right of that. Even without the good ball, that may have still been really close to that left rough edge. But, as I was mentioning, you can always try to work on some sort of hook shot or slice shot. And that way you don't have to worry about hitting perfect ball or great ball or anything like that. But we're still pretty close, so should have a decent shot at our second albatross of the round. There are going to be some low scores this tourney. %, maybe? And the glitchy ball guide. So 4 miles an hour. Let's try 2 rings. Oh, just missed it. So, definitely an albatross opportunity there. You just can't hit a good ball on the drive. Oh man. This may be another berserker shot if they give us a side wind. I may not have enough berserkers. Of course. So this is a slight headwind. Obviously, with an Apocalypse 7, you can easily make it over. Let's see. I think we got a little bit better wind angle. So let's try this. Ah, man, this looks like a headwind. This probably won't work. So, not too bad. I think you're really going to have to be careful with the wind angles there. So, if you have an Apocalypse 5, a Titan may work sometimes. But if you got the wind angle that our opponent got, I think you're going to have to go with the Berserker. Unless you have an Apocalypse 7 like he had. Oh, jeez. So, probably want to land... Oh my goodness. I'm just going to adjust 2 rings from there and hope it goes in. Man. I would have adjusted about 1 ring, but my initial aim was... Jesus. Still not enough. I don't know. It may have just been better to go for the dunk there. That green was insane. Insane. So last hole. Need our sniper. And depending on the wind, we may be able to bomb it. We'll just have to see. Yep. So, we're not going to be able to reach the green or anything, but kind of where this guy ended up is kind of ideal, in my opinion. If we can get a short iron with a straight tailwind, that would be perfect to me. So, I'm going to aim over here to the right, and use a lot of curl. So I should still end up in the fairway, as long as I don't hit a good ball again. Didn't want to hit great in that direction. Nah, that'll be alright. So that should set us up with a straight tailwind. Short iron, yep. So if we can hit perfect ball on this one, it should have at least a 50% chance of going in. So all 3 of these par 5s can... I'm sure you'll see at least one person this weekend that gets an albatross on all 3 of them on the same 9, so... Perfect ball, not quite. So pretty much at max. So I'll probably go right at 4 rings. Just to kind of start getting this dialed in. So, like I said, 50-50 that goes in, I think. Yep. So, that close to getting all 3 albatrosses on that 9. I think I lipped out on number 7, so pretty close. So, not bad there. I think we got a couple drops, and we were really close to a couple other ones. Hole 7, hole 8. Just missed the dunk on hole 1, so man, someone could easily shoot a -20 on this course, I think. Not easily, but I could see it happening. So definitely an interesting setup. So hope you guys found this helpful. I think there's a lot of good shots in here. Just some need just a little bit of tweaking, but hopefully it'll help you guys get those banners this weekend, and good luck with your rounds.